I'm surprised you didn't make a Blitz on Champagne PNG for the stream, to be honest. Oh, no, that's a terrible idea. Technically, YouTube, I'm not drinking at all. It's juice. It's literally juice. I'm gonna be ranking the games that I played this year. Yeah, we're going all the way back to the start of the year, baby. Pre-Lily Goth.
Retract thy penis!
The tiers are as follows. I'll read them to you guys because my fucking giant head is covering one of them. Impactful. This game literally changed my fucking life. Holy shit. Amazing time. Honestly, what it says. Good fun. Maybe things got a little bit dull from here and there, but we still had a good time doing it. It's fine. The game could have been much better, but no complaints from me, and nope, I did not enjoy this very much at all, / I got bored. Also, huge disclaimer, YouTube comments of the future, because I know y'all and you like to fight your demons. This is my opinion on the games that I've played this year, alright? What Lily thinks. If you guys think something different and you were watching the streams and you disagree with me, by all means, fine. And this is also for the actuallys in the YouTube comments that are like, NieR Automata didn't come out in 2024. I know. First game I played in 2024 was
The Great Electric Spider.
This one had some pretty, this was like the Lily Goth model incognito. I was using it, but not entirely. Like, it still had my eye, it was my Spider-Man suit. Miles Morales was the birth of some iconic things, like the 19 inches. And I'm super stealthy, dies immediately. Oh shit. I had a lot of fun with these streams because I had just come off the first Spider-Man game, which wrecked me emotionally. I really like the gameplay for it, and I like that Miles had different attacks and shit. And for the most part, though, it was great fun because it was really nice to see dipshit baby Peter Man. Crying Lily causes because no puzzles. Oh yeah, that was the only shit thing about it. No puzzles, because I love the puzzles. I love Peter Barker's puzzles. But yeah, Spider-Man Miles Morales. It was very short. It was a very short game. It was like what, 8 to 12 hours? It felt more like a DLC than a big game, but it was still a really nice introduction to Miles as a character before we played Peter Man 2. Honestly, very good fun. It was very, very short, but it was still a good time. Cult of the Lamb. I played this one a lot with you guys while I was doing work on Lily Goth. We were chilling. You guys were all my cultists. Everybody was pink. And you guys also, y'all fucking barfed a lot. But it was really fun, though. I really liked the art style, despite the fact that the faces were on the sides of your face. Everyone was pooping a lot and wanting to eat the poops. Oh yeah, we had a few cultists that had the fucking I love poop debuff for some reason. Like, y'all were into that fart fetish, I swear to God. Disgusting. You married the bad guy, you simp. I did! I need to draw art of them, I really do. Well, I can make comics with them now, actually. I wonder if the Cult of the Lamb devs would appreciate that, maybe. I would make that comic, fuck it. This one goes into good fun, mainly because I recall a lot of really good memories with you guys making this while I was working on Lily Goth. And all the dumb shit that I made you guys do. The combat was great, and the music was super cute, too. Peter Parker 2! Electric Boogaloo! Oh, man, Spider-Man 2 was insanely, insanely fun. I think that, for me, this was, like, the peak of the Spider-Man. Peter Parker and Miles and Felicia was in it, even though she wasn't in it that long. The only thing I didn't like was the changes they made to Mary Jane's model. I didn't particularly vibe with them. I think they wanted to make everybody look older. But whatever. Other than that, the game was so cool. I really like the Venom fights. I love Venom. I'm Daddy Venom. But, like, that's hairy Venom, which is not as sexy. But it's still good. Also, this one had puzzles. And Screwball was in this one. Screwball was funny. The game was, like, it started out fine, but then it really, really picked up at the end. And it was still, like, emotionally hard, but not as, like, heart-wrenching as the first Spider-Man endings. It was more lighthearted in general. How much did this game cost to develop? Like $300 million? Well, it does show. Unlike Concord, though, which was, you know, Spider-Man 2 was an amazing game. It was really good. I think I really like switching between Miles and Peter. It was also just really interesting to see how their fucking skill sets differed. And so many cool outfits. Also, the spiders. The spiders that you could find on the wall, like little robot spiders, were so cute. Yeah, I would say for me, Spider-Man 2 was an amazing time. Also, I broke the game to filth. We found a hole in Manhattan. Did anybody report that to the devs?
Hold on, can I fall into that?
Is that baby!
Oh my God, I fell out of the map! We have an emergency.
It wasn't
Chat.
an emergency, it was
Chat,
really
I
bad.
fell out of the map. Chat. No. Oh,
I cannot fucking believe I could do that.
Damn. What the fuck? Devs, I think I found a little smidge.
I found a little bug that falls
in
into
your
the
game.
city.
There's a little. What the fuck is happening?
Welcome to the realm of the Riz.
Oh god, is this where the Rizzler lives?
Oh, can a game be fucking impactful even though I've played it before? Super Mario Sunshine, my childhood, the fucking GOAT. This one was funny to make an avatar for because I was working on Liligoth and but I still wanted to change my outfit. So my compromise was that I just made my eyes blue. Legally Blonde Lily. Yeah, I made myself blonde for this one. I basically just made myself peach because I didn't want to give away the gimmick. And like, I love it because hubby was like, just put sunglasses on your model. And I was like, they're gonna tell something is wrong though. Like, you guys have to understand things. There are some super sleuths in my community, okay? You guys know who you are. There are some super sleuths in my community. And if I didn't fucking disguise this new model to fucking perfection, they were gonna sniff it out. Cause they do that. They're like truffle pigs, but for content. I sniffed out your marriage. You did! No, you called hubby my husband, and I snorted silently, and I was like, no, he's not my husband yet. And I turned off the stream, and I looked at hubby dead in the eye, and I went, oh, you're so cooked. Anyway, Mario Sunshine. I love this game. Everybody can agree that it's like one of the best games ever. It's influential, even though I already beat it as a child. Fuck it. I make the rules here. I decide who flies. It changed my life because it was right before Liligoth came out, and that changed my life. Oh, this one was sexy but not sexual. Helldivers! This one, I'm skipping this one. This seems very boring. More shooty bang, but I have no interest in this. This one I actually didn't play as much as I would have liked because I was playing it while I was like finishing off Liligoth. And I made a Liligoth model for this one too. I made myself a pink suit. Democracy! There were a lot of friendly fires in this one. Ah! Like, honest to God, it was really funny because I already had Liligoth by then. The model was done, but I hadn't debuted it yet, so I just made myself a pink suit. You got friendly fired by you? I killed a lot of people playing Helldivers. In fact, part of the game was like trying to see how many of my teammates I could get kinked. I would say though that Helldivers 2 was still a grand old time for like the one stream we did it. The Path of the Charm, Democracy. I would put Helldivers 2 as a good fucking time. Nice little indie game, super cozy, Unpacking. It was like a stream, and we finished the whole thing, and I packed everything wrong. This was a super chill game. It was also while like Liligoth was still in development. It was pre-debut. It was nice because it was like visual storytelling for everything. Like you could suss out the story by what you were unpacking and how. And I really liked it, mainly because the art style was really cute and it was very satisfying to put things in the right place. But it was also satisfying to put things in the wrong place and have the game yell at you. Or have the chat yell at you, but chat yells at me all the time. Lily, you're playing as a normal person. No! I don't want to be normal. I'm not normal. I am an alien. I am a pink thing. What do you mean normal? I draw not safe for work for a living. I am about as weird as you can get as a person. I would think that this one was good fun as well. Okay, the next game I played was Cuisineer, which was only one stream, but I love this game. I want to play more of it because I think it's fucking adorable. The character designs were great. There was a wolf daddy and there were cows with fat tits and they were so colorful and pretty and they had fighting and you could cook things and you had to like, it also had like a time management aspect too because you have to open your restaurant, also go get ingredients. Adorable. But yeah, Cuisineer, I would say it was a good time as well. Would have been a good fun as well. It would have been amazing if I had the chance to play it a little bit more. Oh. Sex. The best game this year. Fucking, this game changed my life. This one's going into fucking impactful because this game fucking changed my life. This shit was like either right before Liligoth and right when I started Liligoth, I started playing Suika Game. And this is the most satisfying. God, I want to play more. I want more. Ugh. More, daddy. Holy shit. Yeah, I love Suika Game. It's so much fun. It's addictive. Fruits, satisfaction, sex. Transcendent, impactful, best game I played in 2024. I got turned into a grape, you did. Granblue Fantasy Relink. This was after debut, I think. This one I was actually finally able to change my fucking skin. This one was very cute. As far as RPGs go, I was very happy to see this from Cygames because you guys know that they usually make mobile games. They make gachas. This was like their first attempt at making an RPG because the fighting game was made with Arc System Works, I think. So this one was like the dev studio first fucking attempt, solid attempt at making an RPG, and I'm so proud of them because like Granblue Fantasy is a cute game, but it's a gacha, and it's also not easy to get a hold of if you don't live in certain places. So seeing Granblue Fantasy Relink becoming a thing made me so happy. The story was nothing to write home about, it was fine, But the gameplay was really fun, and there was also a multiplayer element that was kind of Monster Hunter-y, which I had a lot of fun with. But like, this was like, for me, the start of the great trend of mobile gaming companies making actual video games. And before you guys start, I know that gachas are video games, but technically speaking, they're mobile games and they are live service games. I consider that different. When will Hoyo do that too? I'm holding out. If MiHoYo does it, then more and more mobile game companies will do it. Although I don't know if Hoyo has the balls to do it, because gacha makes them so much money. To be fair though, I think that MiHoYo could do it at this point because they make so much money off Genshin and fucking Star Rail. And now Zenless, that if they wanted to develop an actual video game, they could easily do it. Yeah, it's a type of gaming, but I personally, personal Lily Golf Pink Thing opinion, I'm not projecting my feelings or emotion on anybody in chat, I think they're not real video games. A live service is a job, not a game. It's the main reason why I'm not playing Infinity Nikki, despite the fact that I actually desperately want to. It's because it's a gacha. And it would immediately eat up into my time. It's not a game that I would play for fun, it's a game that I would play for work. But yeah, Granblue Fantasy, I would put it as an amazing time. I had a really good time with this game. It was really fun. Granblue has drafts, automatic S tier. Agreed! Draft supremacy. Princess Peach Showtime. This is one of those games that, while I really enjoyed it, I found it lacking. Like, it was so cute. Such a cute game. But at the same time, I feel like they could have done more with it. It was a bit boring, yeah, like, I think it was missing a little something to make it better. It was, A, way too easy. B, like, and this is something I noticed with a lot of Nintendo games that came out this year, very kiddish. Like, that's fine, but I am sadly not a child, so I got a little bit bored. Also, the writing was very, it was cute, but that's about it. You know, I wouldn't put Princess Peach in, like, the lowest tier, but it kinda was a bit underwhelming for me. But it's Nintendo, kiddish is their whole thing. Nuh-uh, not true. Most of Nintendo's games are not kiddish, they're family-friendly. Like, a kid could play it, but an adult can also really enjoy it. This game was, like, super baby-coded. It felt really hand-holdy at times, it was way too easy. It felt like it was a great game to, like, get a kid to play, but as someone who's older, who's still a fan of Nintendo, it was a little bit underwhelming. A little bit. Metroid says hi. Exactly! Metroid is a Nintendo game that is definitely not kiddish. Twilight Princess. Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. I'm gonna put her in It's Fine, because it wasn't an awful game. It was still really cute and it was still really fun, but I found it lacking. Stray! Wilson, the bane of your existence is here! I like Stray. Stray was one of those games that I was not expecting to like it as much as it did. My model for this game was a very high quality shitpost. WAP! Oh my god, the WAP discussion happened during Stray!
You know I like to eat 11 days a week. Wings and pizza.
Wait, it's not the one I found is not in order.
Stray was a lot of fun. It was like, what, 2 streams? It wasn't very long, but it was hilarious. I think I hadn't had as much fun, I hadn't had as much fun streaming with Lilygoth. I think that Stray, up to that point, it was like we were testing the waters, we were testing out the models, we were like, but I think that Stray was really when I allowed myself to do some really unhinged stuff with the model. And I had Wilson on. If you guys don't know Wilson, co-writer for the Pokemusu, he is a joy to stream with because we usually have the best discussions on stream. Do we talk about the game? No! Not even a little bit. I think that Neon White was like a solid 20 minutes of arguing over what's better, chicken or fish. But dear God, is it fun to have him around. Great game. It has a really, really solid, intelligent narrative, beautiful art style. The cat was peak cat. Amazing time for me. Ender Lilies. I love this game. This game made me sad and also fucking rose my blood pressure to unsafe levels. One of the more creative Metroidvanias that I've played. I would say that Nine Souls probably beats it in terms of difficulty, but the aesthetic was immaculate. Ender Lilies was so beautifully drawn. The music was so pretty. I will say this about Ender Lilies. Fuck the last boss. Fuck the last boss. That last boss was pure fucking garbage. I had never had a last boss encounter in a game that was so well put together that made me that fucking mad because of how fucking bullshit it was. That last boss was bad game design. And I'm not just saying this because it took me forever to beat it. No, chat. Everyone says it's bad game design. Every fan. I went into the Reddit and I was like, hey, like, any tips for the last boss? And everyone in the Reddit was like, ah! Everybody hated it. Everybody thought it was bullshit. It wasn't just me. The actual game itself, Ender Lilies, the game itself, beautiful. Beautiful game. I love the story. I did. It was so sad, but so pretty. It kind of gave FromSoft in the sense that, like, it gave a Souls game. that everyone was dead or dying. It was really sad, it was very melancholic, but still very, very pretty, right? Metroidvanias, they're not my favorite game genre. According to Hubby, they appeal to his meticulous nature because he likes to 100% everything. I don't like having to go back and do things over, but I will do it if I have to get fireworks. But I will do it if it means that I can get a good ending. I'm a wall licker, so if I can't get something in one go, it annoys me a little bit, but I just do go back and do it. But yeah, it's very, very beautiful of a game, and the story was great, and it was very interesting. I would put Ender Lilies at an amazing time. Okay, next one, I think it's one that we all know about. So, in the leading up to Thousand Year Door's remake, we played Paper Mario. I had never played the original. I had played Thousand Year Door and a bit of Super Paper Mario, and that's it, right? Nothing else. I have Origami King, I have never played it, but I wanted to play the OG, the Big Kahuna, and you know what? I loved it. I loved every second of it. I love making the dumb voices. I love voicing the star, the twink. I love Princess Peach being a sassy queen. Love Mario, love Bowser. It was so dorky, it was so cute. Every character in it was lovable as fuck. I could definitely see where Thousand Year Door got its roots. Moaning Badge, the MP4. It had the moaning badge and it was so fucking funny because it was just like for everything. I would say that for me, Paper Mario, the original Paper Mario, for sure, I think it's between impactful and an amazing time because I definitely see where Thousand Year Door got its roots from. But it was missing the oomph that Thousand Year Door had. So I think I'm gonna put it in amazing time. Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade, a bit of a mixed bag, really. I really liked the game. I had a great time with it. The gameplay was great. The story was nothing to write home about. It felt like a very surface level NieR Automata. But at the same time, I don't think that they were trying to be like super deep like NieR was. It's a very different game in that sense. The combat was king for me. All the bosses were great. It was so much fun. It looked beautiful. But, big butt, Eve's butt, I didn't like how much the stupid outfits took you out of the tone of the game, if that makes sense. I spent most of the game in Eve's basic outfit because of this. Because literally 80% of the outfits the game gave you made her feel more like a very expensive hooker than a fucking soldier from outer space, if that makes sense. She didn't feel sci-fi, it kind of took me out of it a little bit, and it made me really fucking sad that the cutest outfits in the game literally had an invisible hand holding up the skirt for you so you could look at Eve's ass. Made me doubly sad that Eve very explicitly mentions that it makes her uncomfortable when people leer at her. So yeah, a mixed bag with Stellar Blade, great game. But the devs needed to keep it in their pants a little bit. Just put your dick away and you'll do great. I think that if Shift Up can manage to contain their horny, they will make amazing games in the future. Because thanks to that, this game got dragged into the stupid culture war. I still very much give them props because they made an actual video game and a good one. Every update is free. Yeah, every update is free. There's no paid DLC. It's just a good time it's just a good time, honestly. But yeah, I liked Stellar Blade. I think it was a good game. Can we say Toxic Yelly? Sephiroth, get in this pussy. Holy shit. Okay, so Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. First of all, long, very long game. Like, longer than I thought it was gonna be. A few things about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. The minigame slog. There was way too much minigame in this game. I felt like 40% of this game was minigame, and they made you play them. They were not optional. It was annoying. I think that we zoned out, and we ended up talking about the dumbest shit when we were playing Rebirth, because there were so many minigames we had to do. But for the most part, my favorite thing about this game was the character interactions. The party's great. They love each other. They have such good chemistry. Every cutscene with everyone was great. It shows different types of affection, different types of romance, friendship. All in all, the interactions between the characters were very well written, but the end of the game got a little too Nomura for my taste, I feel. But yeah, other than the minigames, I would say that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was an amazing time. But yeah, I broke everything in 7 Rebirth. Hades, also known as the game that made people get mad at me because I got to the final boss in fucking 3 tries. As someone that likes roguelikes quite a bit, you guys know that I have like 200 hours on The Binding of Isaac. Hades was a masterclass in roguelike. Very fun, love the art style, love the characters. Everyone is so pretty. Everyone in Hades is hot. Hades is like a buypanic.com.org. Everyone is so pretty. The gods, the Hades' boyfriend, Hades' girlfriend. I mean, fuck, Zag. I do the Zelda thing with Hades. I call him Hades instead of Zagreus because I'm like, oh yes, titular character. Zag is a good protagonist. I like him. He's cute. You got the hang of Hades way sooner than anyone I've ever seen. It's immediately kind of aggravating to watch. I have 200 hours on the Binding of Isaac. I get the hang of shit like that so fast. Roguelikes are something that you can probably drop me into, and I will get the hang of it in like 2 runs, because I played a lot of Isaac. Lilia on her dumb luck with always getting Divine Dash. Oh yeah, also my luck stat comes to play in a lot of these games because the drops kind of depend on RNG, and I have a busted luck stat, as you guys all know, so... I did get the true ending, I just never finished all of it. Hades is great. Hades influential for me. Okay, so, Wuwa. Believe it or not, I'm considering playing Wuwa again at some point if there's ever like a big lull in Zenless content, because graphically, it looks much better than Genshin Impact. Do I understand the story? No! Not even a little bit! I do not get what the fuck is happening. It lost me in 2 seconds. But graphically, it's very pretty. So pretty.
Flumbus issue.
Shut up! Yeah, like, Wuthering Waves, I would say that the writing is, like, just not there, mama. But, like, the gameplay's, like, much better. I think I like it. The mobility in it in Genshin is worse than in Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves plays really, really well. And graphically, it's better than Genshin. But I don't understand it. And for me, narrative is such an important part of games. So Wuthering Waves gets a note from me. Speaking of which, Dawntrail.
Steam.
A disappointment. I'm sorry. I am a giant fan of Final Fantasy XIV. You guys know this. But Dawntrail was a narrative disappointment. Gameplay? Amazing. Super fun. Great dungeons. Love the fucking Arcadian raids. Super fucking fun. But the Dawntrail story was really weak. It was not well put together at all, and it has honestly not made me excited to go back and play the game, which is saying something because I am a giant fan of this franchise. The game as a whole is pretty solid, but, and this is a big but, I started playing Final Fantasy XIV for the narrative. I play 14 for the story, not for the gameplay. So to see the writing kind of fall off a few steps made me really sad. Also to see Soken admit low-key that he was forced to write the song Smile, like he was kind of forced into it. He wasn't like familiar with the musical genre of music, so he kind of biffed it. And he admits to it. So despite the fact that the game was overall solid, it's fine. It's not very high on my tier list because the narrative was just not there, mama. I'm not gonna say it was terrible, but it wasn't great. Happy 2025, idiots! Oh, the tram I'm going stuck, got it. Happy New Year! Pop them bottles, bitches, wiggle it up! Happy New Year, happy New Year. It's 2025, we're getting old. We age, bitch. Hey, bitch, come here. Give me a kiss because it's the new year. What do you mean, no? Put the chicken down. I need a kissy. It's tradition. Thank you. Oh. My liver. The sadness, shadow of my liver, dear God. Okay, this one was surprisingly meaty. I was not at all expecting Shadow of the Erdtree to have the amount of content that it had. Holy shit, so much. It was like 60 hours of gameplay, like so much, and very challenging bosses too. Cool new weapons, of which I tried none. Everyone kept saying it was basically a sequel. It could have been. It easily could have been. It was a great map, great fighting, amazing characters, a lot of lore that I'm happy to see that Buddy video is probably broken down by now. It was such a long DLC, and the final fight was so fun because A, femboy, B, my liver took some damage. We took some hits to the liver. While playing that one. I was blinded. I fucking beat Radan pre-fucking patch where they nerfed the lights at it. My eyes. It was great. It was so good. I love the lore that they added to it, especially for Marika. Love seeing all the characters. Love finally seeing the femboy Supremo Paparino. And loved seeing Radan in his prime. Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree was, I think, impactful. Like, whatever it is that Miyazaki's gonna cook for his next Souls game, I'm excited to see it. Oh, sex. I love PowerWash Simulator. It's sexy. It's a sexy, weird noises the game. Ugh. It's a sexy game with like sexy things, chat. Remember when you broke the Shrek limit? Oh, NieR! Guys, I can't move this thingy anymore. I'm stuck. No! Oh, I'm so boned. Listen to that, chat. I can't move it. I can't move it anymore. Lily, you broke another game. But I break everything. Impactful. Hey, the game that we were looking forward to for most of the year for me, and you know what? It paid off. I love this remake. I did. Everything from the music, updated visuals, the art book at the end. It was just great. A great retelling of the original. I liked the characters, the party members, the villains. It was like my childhood turned up to 11. Mario had actual W-Riz in this game. The Waka fight, I didn't actually get to do it because we didn't get to the pit of 100 trials, but yeah, I like that you guys showed that to me. That video was unhinged.
Lily, I remember your genocides.
So yeah, amazing time with Paper Mario. So cute. Zenless, also known as my new source of content. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Zenless has been an amazing time for me in terms of the game being really fun and the community being all behind it, but also because of the amount of content I've gotten out of this thing. Jesus Christ. I have worked with almost everyone in the Zenless cast, and I've had a great time doing it. However, though, I did take into consideration the fact that, like, some people do think that I'm a Hoyo artist, and I was like, oh, no, I don't want audience capture, so I'm still gonna be drawing Zenless, but I will be peppering in other stuff because I don't want to get trapped in that box. It has been the best writing I think I've seen come out of MiHoYo since, well, anything, really, like... Because I finally figured out what bothers me with Star Rail. It's the fact that it's a book. Honestly, Zenless has been impactful because it's changed a lot for my community and for my
Zenless
artwork.
Zone Zero is a godsend of a game. Kamina has returned to us in the form of Anton.
I like Anton. Oh, the game that actually changed my life, for real, like, jokes aside, this year. Yeah, this thing. I had to get the cover where she was princess carrying that Twinkie, I'm sorry. This game actually did change my life. When I first started playing NieR Automata, literally an hour in, I was like, there's something special about this game. And I was right. I was very, very pleasantly surprised. Not only is this game amazing visually, and the combat is super fun and super engaging, the writing is really good. Is it a bit pretentious? Perhaps, but it's good also. It's such a good game, chat. If you've never played NieR Automata before, please do yourselves a favor and pick up a copy and play all of the endings. It's really funny though, because my initial plan was to finish ending A and pretend I was gonna leave it at that, but the game cucked me out of it. The game was like, there are other endings after this, please keep playing the game. I'm so sure Yoko Taro would have been like, well, that's it, but Square Enix made them go, no, you should have, I tried, but the game fucking cucked me out of it. The game was like, there's other endings. I was like, oh, well, thanks for joining my joke, Square Enix.
The game you refuse to blow yourself up in.
Thanks so much for the super chat, but you know what? No, chat was to blame for that. Chat fucking ran that joke into the ground in the first 15 minutes of the stream. Automata wins the backseat award, easy. Here's the thing that happened, right? I blew myself up on the space station once, and I got the funny ending, haha. But then everybody told me what happened if I blew myself up on Earth. You guys did not allow me to have an organic reaction to Tubi losing her skirt, and that made me mad. So I was like, if I blow myself up, I'll do it to be funny, I'll blow up 9S or something and get a joke ending. I didn't know you were gonna lose the skirt, but then chat ruined it. And they all kept telling me to do it. I was like, all right, no, I'm never doing it. You did it off stream for art and spite purposes, right? Of course I did it off stream. Become as gods. Yeah, one of my favorite stream terms also came from that game, because now instead of Minecrafting myself, I say I want to become as gods. All right, NieR impactful. Fucking changed my goddamn brain chemistry. Monkey! This game was so fun, but I played it before the devs added a map. I think we had entire streams where I got so fucking lost. Like, it was worth it. The game was so fucking fun, but I got so lost. I will say this, Black Myth Wukong is worth getting for a few reasons, but the main reason I would say get Wukong is the combat. It was spectacular. It was so fun. Like, it was well choreographed. You could build your monkey in different ways. It always felt super fun to play, and it was very streamlined. It was very polished. The combat was polished. The map, the level design, no. But the combat itself was the star of the show. The animated cutscenes at the end of this chapter made the game also well worth the purchase, because they were beautiful, made in several different animation styles, and all of them very, very emotional and pretty. But the main thing about Wukong that you should keep in mind if you want to buy the game is, do you like combat? Do you like action games? Buy Wukong. Story-wise, you might not get a lot if you're not familiar with the journey to the west, sadly. But it doesn't really matter because, again, gameplay is the star of the show with Wukong. I would say Wukong was an amazing time in general. Also, bafflingly so, they made the monkey a silent protagonist. I would have loved it he was just giving quippy one-liners because he's an asshole. Oh, please, Lily senpai, be gentle! Game of the year for most people. My second pick for game of the year. This game was pure whimsy. It was so cute. Everything about it was so cute. The music was super adorable. The levels were so fun. They did different power-ups and different things. Like, this is what happens when you copy Nintendo's shtick, but you add your own spin on it. Like, I will say this 50 billion times. Sony, just steal Nintendo shit. Seriously, just do it. Look at this. Like, this is the most whimsical game that has come out of PlayStation in a hot minute, right? Like, but I would say that Astro Bot was impactful because it basically relit the fire under my ass for platformers. Am I good at them? No, but they are the most fun shit to play, especially on stream. I feel like my goblin really comes out when I'm doing platformer stuff. I saw Vibe Gaming. Ah! Oh, Echoes of Wisdom. A game that I did not expect to be as good as it was. Echoes of Wisdom surprised me in more ways than one. Because, as you guys know, and I made it known, I'm not the biggest fan of this art style for Zelda games. They look like toys, I know that that's by design, but that means that they're not super expressive. However, Echoes of Wisdom was actually really cute. I liked the puzzle aspect for it a lot. I did not love the combat, it felt a bit clunky, but the rest of it was really, really solid. The writing was good, the characters were cute, Link had his canon reason for being mute, we did so much fighting, and the end got real epic. It was really, really fun. I was not expecting to have as good of a time with Echoes of Wisdom as I did. I was expecting it to be a good game because it's Nintendo and they deliver polished games. But I wasn't expecting to have as much fun with it as I did. All of the dungeons were so fun. Like, they felt like dungeons, like obviously like Legend of Zelda dungeons, but like they felt tailored to Zelda, which is great. I was expecting them to be like, oh, if Link did this, what Zelda, huh? But no, they all felt tailored to Zelda. There was a really big puzzle element to the game, which I love. You guys know how much I like puzzles. And Zelda was just really cute overall. She had a lot of outfits. I spammed the bed. The bed was the tits, and it was just adorable. Super cute game, really great game, amazing time for me. This one! Another fucking banger, unexpected. Like, when JC was like, play it, bitch, and he bribed me to do it, I was like, all right, well, it's gonna be fun, because I know that JC has good taste, but I don't know if I'm gonna expect anything super amazing. Nope, wrong, amazing game. Also, the funniest bit I have done with my model, completely unintentionally. I like it because I just saw a cat, and I was like, oh, this is cute, I'll make my model with this. And then the chat saw it, and they all started screaming, and I didn't get why until we got to the end of the game. I loved everything about this, the characters, music, but you know what? Ghost Trick is the perfect example of how you can have a story that is complex, but still easy to understand. Holy shit. A complex narrative does not need to be cumbersome, convoluted, or pretentious. It just needs to be well layered, and Ghost Trick layered their fucking, it was made, put together like an expertly crafted cake. Okay, every piece of writing in this game is meticulously fucking handcrafted to be both easy to understand, but also hard to figure out until the end. It's a great, great narrative. I really do wish that more games approach the writing like this. Star Rail, I'm looking at you. Ghost Trick was impactful for me. I think it changed the way that I want to write stories, because it also it does the Ace Attorney thing of, this would be really fucked up if you thought about it closely, but the game doesn't acknowledge it, so they just laugh it off. Also, Missile made me want to get a Pomeranian. My next dog is gonna be a Pom, for sure. I want a Pomeranian. Epic Mickey. This game, it's conflicting, right? I love Epic Mickey. It's one of my favorite games from my childhood, but Disney made streaming this impossible! I will not lie to you guys. I was very disappointed that I was not able to stream Epic Mickey with the actual in-game music. It made the streams very distracting. While I had a good time with it, and I did finish the game, it did make me think very carefully about not streaming Disney games in the future. Because they're dinosaurs, they are, like... The fact that the main thing I remember about these streams is the fact that I couldn't even play the music from the game, and it made me really, really sad, and it means that probably if Disney makes another game, I'm not fucking touching it. And they're gonna miss out on streamers playing their games, because if they're this fucking axe wounds about the fucking, copyright shit, they're not gonna get very far in the gaming department. I think the reason I stopped putting the music on this is because it got copyright claimed on Twitch. Twitch normally doesn't care about game music, but it got copyright claimed on Twitch, and that made me go, oh hell no. And for that reason, sadly, I'm gonna have to put this one in nope. Never fucking streaming a Disney game again. Sorry, Disney, you guys fucked up. Oh, cryingonstream.com.org. This game was super short, but it was beautiful. Everything about this game was a silent narrative journey. There was no dialogue in this. This game was so beautiful, so narratively impactful, and it didn't say a word. This was like the prime example of show don't tell, also made by devs in Barcelona. They made Gris also. Like, Neva made me burst into tears at the end. Fucking bawled. I had to mute my mic for a second because I was just like baby sobbing into the pop filter. Like, it was a lot. Oh, F minus minus. Jokes aside, let me give my honest thought about Sonic and Shadow Generations. I'm gonna talk about Sonic Generations as a whole because I played both of them when I played Sonic and Shadow. Shadow was the objectively more polished experience. Much better than Generations. Then again, Generations is also 11 years old. It was showing its age. It was super fun though. I loved playing as Shadow. I loved the edge. He looked great in the game. I loved seeing Maria and all the other characters. I really like what they did with the hub. Because it was kind of like Frontiers a little bit, but on a much smaller scale. That worked for me. I hope that they make another Sonic game with Shadow in it, for sure. I love him. But yeah, like, the point of this game was Shadow the Hedgehog, and as a whole, I greatly enjoyed the experience. Oh yeah, I used the Maria model for this, and you guys were all like, what's wrong with you? And then I got to prove you right that, like, y'all would never cheer for a child dying in theaters. All right, mouthwashing. Now, I know some of you guys are going to be confused. Lily, you've never streamed mouthwashing. No, but I did play it. I played it while I was on the cruise. It was a really good game. As far as psychological horror goes, I think it's peak. Incredible writing. It really makes you think. It makes you so uncomfortable. I did not find mouthwashing to be scary in the traditional horror game sense. I found it to be scary in the, God, someone really could be like that sense. I had to sit down when I was like done with this game, and like hubby played it along with me because obviously it was spooky scary. I had to put this game down when I was done and just kind of sit staring at my hands for a little bit because it was a lot. It's one of those games that it's not afraid to be human in its writing. It's not all good and it's not all bad. It has lighthearted humorous moments all throughout, but at the same time, it's a horrifying game. Fuck Jimmy! Oh, my homies say Jimmy. Yeah, that being said, I don't get where the fandom came from. I really don't. I really liked it though. It was horrifying. Seriously, I'm almost kind of sad I didn't stream it with you guys, but I was on vacation and I wanted to play it, so I just did it. I just jumped the gun and did it. Impactful. Prince of Persia and the Lost Crown. Unexpectedly very good game as well. There were some hidden gems this year. I was not at all expecting this game to be a Metroidvania when I first fucking got it, because I hadn't really seen a lot of the trailers, but you know what? I think it worked as a Metroidvania. The art style was immaculate, the character design was for the most part very good. Thanks so much for the follow. The music was really good, and the fights were all decently challenging. That being said, I broke this game beyond repair. Did I,
Hello there.
Oh. Ah! Ubisoft, you are fucking idiots. Yeah, they're stupid as fuck because they disbanded this dev team, which was like their only game that got them any acclaim this year. I would say that it was good fun overall. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was, and I really enjoyed it. Mario and Luigi. So we're not done with this game technically, but I did want to give my thoughts on it so far. Gameplay, fantastic. Visuals, phenomenal. Music, bangers. Writing, it's picking up, but it started really slow. NPC design, really cold for my taste. It's a good game. It's a very good game. Definitely a step in the right direction for the Mario and Luigi franchise. Very happy to see it. I wished Luigi was less automated and that he was able to do more in the overworld, but the rest of the game I think that it's a great first step for something new in the franchise, and hopefully Nintendo didn't just put it at the end of the Switch's lifespan because they needed games to throw at fucking people before they released the Switch 2. Hopefully this sold well, and very, very hopefully they will make more games and they will make them a little bit less hand-holdy in the future, because they also do that a lot here. We haven't finished it yet, but we're getting close. So I would give Mario and Luigi a pretty amazing time. I love this game so far. Yeah, the Spanish name is Conexión Fraternal. Oh, 9 Souls, cream chur. So we're not done with 9 Souls yet, but this game is something else. It's incredibly difficult combat-wise. It's probably the hardest combat besides fucking Shadow of the Erdtree that I've played this year. And that's saying something, because Ender Lilies was challenging. I shit you not, 9 Souls has had me die in bosses more times than I am happy to admit. But it's been so fun though! We've had Toxic Yaoi, we've had Fat Pink Babadoobas, a Creamture, Death, Jump Scares, and you know what? A surprisingly good narrative. A very, very good narrative. If you've never played 9 Souls before, definitely give it a try. It was made by devs who had made 2 horror games before. I think they're from Taiwan. But they've made horror games before, and the roots definitely show in 9 Souls. I haven't finished it yet, but so far I'm going to say that this game has been a pretty amazing time so far. I need to finish it so I can give like my full verdict, but so far it's been amazing. They're not in any particular order, chat.
They're counting on me. Probably not you specifically. I think it's a
Metaphor, ReFantazio, my personal pick for Game of the Year. Impactful. There is something special about this game. We're slowly chipping away at it. I'm having so much fun. I am considering marathoning this if I have a second. Sadly, I don't think I'm going to have a second. Work has kept me so busy, but I love this game. The cast is amazing, the aesthetics are immaculate, the music is phenomenal, and the writing is stellar. I think Metaphor, for me it was Game of the Year. Astro Bot deserves the win, but for me this was Game of the Year. It was so good. So good. Yeah, we're done with my tier list for the games I played in this past year. Wow, it's a lot more than I thought. Would you guys believe me when I say I don't really think about what to play until I actually have to pick a game? I am awful at it. You know who helps me pick games? Because he keeps tabs on that? My husband. He's like, Lily, what are you gonna play for the next stream? And he's like, God fucking damn it, every time. And there you go. Perfect.